fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the left...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Prescott off play action, rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Back
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Gun.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2.
Go. Get out there. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Got it. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going 47, 26.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Patriot! Gone, 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 gone!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check it out. Check. 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 Motion, 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 motion.
They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. Wrap up.
Still moving. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touch. Lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here you go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, it's Howell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one taken just inside the 10. There he goes left side. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 3rd down, it's Howell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
46, 46. Sweat, hey. We go 46. Good.
Prescott to throw it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the 8. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Set, 3-19, 3-19. Leopard, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down throw for Prescott. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot!
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 Over!
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun! No. Check. Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Here you go. 26.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago.